Hello, beautifuls of the feed, Earth Angels. It's PBNG. I am going to be doing a tarot reading for you today. Just like to say good morning from New Zealand to all of you, anywhere in the world, wherever you are. I hope that today brings you lots of blessings and lots of joyful moments. Okay, let's dive in. And I think what I should do is I should start off with some alchemy cards. We'll get the magic flowing. Right. We have oxygen, awakening. We have sodium, abundance, awakening, abundance, joy and gold. And we have water and clarity. One more. Quintessence, mystery. I like a little bit of mystery. Alrighty, let's grab the tarot cards and see what our reading is going to be today. If you do resonate, leave a comment down below, leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the Soul Family, all that great stuff, you know what to do. Two of the Nine of Swords. There's a little bit of worry. There's a sense of like anxiety coming through, not being able to sleep. You know, maybe there's just something on your mind. It's like keeping you up. The King of Swords has come out as well. So it's giving that sense of, I feel like this is an energy. There's like an energy here. It's giving me truth and honesty. And it's also giving me the sense of like wanting to be mentally clear. Wanting to be like the King of Swords, you know, like really there, the Emperor, like ultimately just being the king. That's what I'm getting from this. It's really interesting. We have the Moon, so there's the mystery. Quintessence, the mystery. Indeed. There seems to be some sort of illusionary kind of veil that is around this situation. It is giving me the sense of like wanting to be empowered or be in a stable place of your own emotions. And we have the Hanged Man coming out, so that's really about, you know, like you feel like you're standing on your head at the moment, like there's just so much. And I'm getting the number 44 coming through as well. So it gives that sense of like needing to, you know, not so much like take on a whole lot of burdens from whatever's going on. It gives a sense of having to like sacrifice and release. There's something that needs to be sacrificed and released. I saw 333 right as I said that. We do have the Chariot. So this is like direction and control, and it's giving like a lot of power towards something new, something being cherished, you know, something in abundance, you know. It's giving me the sense of like traveling. Maybe there's some sort of traveling towards something, really making a decision here. It gives a sense of duality, being very balanced, knowing what you want. Just like there is a direct path forward, you know, like that's what I'm getting from this. So there had to have been some anxiety, and I'm getting the 10 of Swords here now. So it seems like there is a choice here. There is some sort of mystery here behind all of this, but there is like this choice. I'm getting choice from the Moon. It's giving like a choice, but at the same time, it's like it's giving me like it's too much. Like these swords are too much. So you're basically like getting to a point where you're allowing the emotions or the feelings to flow through you. And that's kind of what I'm getting from these swords, like in your back, and you're like on the ground. You're kind of like in the lowest place that you could possibly be at. So I feel like that's not something that's nice. but I feel like this emotion and all of these things are flowing through you, and you're allowing it to like really resonate and to help guide you forward. So it's a really beautiful kind of like it's really sad, but it's also really a happy thing. So there's a good outcome to this energy flow. Um, it's it's almost cleansing you. It's kind of what I'm getting, is that this pain or this, Ten of Swords energy is really it's cleansing you because you're allowing it to flow through. You're allowing it to really radiate through you, and you feel it and you integrate it. And that's it. You're integrating it. We have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is coming out, and this one really gives that sense of always looking forward on your journey. I feel like there's a little bit of stagnation here. You're really trying to make a decision. There is a choice. I feel like there is a big choice here in this reading. And there's a lot of swirling emotions. There's a lot of anxiety around it. The Page of Wands is giving that sense of like there is a bunch of roads, but they all lead to the same place. So it gives me that sense of like no matter which road you take, you're kind of getting guided towards something bigger than what I can probably perceive at this point, because the moon is really just showing this mystery. It's going to be unveiled, and it seems like there's something that needs to happen before it gets unveiled. Page of Wands, there's lots of pathways, but they all lead to the same place. Interesting. We have the Devil coming out. So there is still a little bit of like subconscious fears there. There's still some subconscious fears sitting in the mind. So the Magician and the Ace of Cups is on the bottom. This is to do with some sort of like friendship or feeling bound, very compassionate towards oneself. So I was just looking at like those cards on there because I like the Devil coming out. It's giving me subconscious. So I'm going to do a really quick like shadow. Like let's just grab some shadow cards and then I'm going to carry on with the reading. I've never done this before, but I just feel inclined to grab a couple of cards for this subconscious blockage. So it's to do with boundaries. It's to do with setting boundaries. So there's a subconscious blockage with boundaries. And the void. So the void is the place where you manifest. Like it's that place where you can create from. So it seems subconscious block for manifesting. And trusting the universe, trust in the signs and just everything. It's almost like just going with the flow. It's like having boundaries with yourself and with others, and creating space so that you can really step into your divine purpose or even your divine space. It's giving boundaries. Boundaries are so healthy when they're like from a spiritual really beautiful place. Boundaries can be like the best things ever. The void, I feel like that's like the subconscious telling you that you need to go to the void and you really need to make a decision or a choice on what you want. That's kind of what's coming through. It's giving me that sense. And then it says trust. So trust is like, blindly trust the universe that these things are going to come for you. It's almost like an energy. Like when you put out this trust energy into the world, into the universe, then this trust comes back to you. So it's like every energy that you have, every vibration you put out into the world will come back to you. And it's like something that I was getting from a dream that I had recently, and it's really profound and coming to the forward right now. It was basically I woke up and I kept repeating to myself, it's only going to get worse before it gets better. It's only going to get worse before it gets better. And this seems like something that was really significant, and I think I'm starting to understand what that dream was and like why I woke up and why that seems so urgent. It does seem like this trust system with the universe, things get worse before they get better. So things are going to be difficult, you know, and I feel like that's why the Ten of Swords is coming out here. And then it just gives me the sense of withdrawal. So withdrawal here is really giving that sense of rest, of rejuvenation, you know, like it's taking time to really focus on your body, mind, and spirit, and just like really being in a place of balance and clarity, joy. Find the joy in your life again. That's kind of what I'm getting from these cards up here. And yeah, joy seems to be the one. And embrace the mystery and the clarity of the situation when things break through and when things come through to you. We do have a couple more cards. This is way more than what I thought, but I guess we're having them. The Warrior. I love that one. We have the Warrior. We have Death. We have Reclaim and Reflect. So the Warrior is ultimately, I feel like there is a message here of, it's telling you who you are. You're a warrior. You could call it a warrior of God. You could call it a warrior of the universe. You know, just a warrior of light. An Earth Angel warrior. The Chosen One warriors. You know, it's giving me the sense of like you are like this driving force behind change, and you know you're so resilient and strong, and your soul is like the most beautiful. That's what I'm getting from that. You're just very powerful. It's almost like you are the King of Swords, but like the King of Swords sometimes brings on like these other feelings, but I don't get any feelings from this reading that are negative except for the pain that you're feeling. You're like the King of Swords. You're about mental stability and truth and honesty, and there's like no deception here. It's just a mystery, you know. And it gives me the sense of like Death is the next card here. This one here is really providing a place with the subconscious to really show that like this is something that's really coming through, that like 1212. Okay. Well, death is one of those things that the subconscious is afraid of in your mind. So it's really like diving in, like creating space also for like birth, you know, rebirth, death, and birth, and like all those things, and you know how the cycle works, birth, death, and then rebirth. So it gives me that sense of like being free to those things and being free to the flow of change. And then we have Reclaim, which is reclaiming your prosperity and your abundance and your joy and your spot in the existence of, you know, like the universe. That's what I'm getting from that one, is like reclaiming your sovereignty and reclaiming your righteousness to be with power and with abundance. And then we have Reflect. So Reflect is really something that it's giving me like a really beautiful feeling of reflecting, like reflecting on the things that have happened, or just reflecting on situations, reflecting on signs, the mysteries of life, reflecting on, you know, just the, it's giving me the quintessence of like human existence. Reflecting on like the deepest things that are possibly like coming to you, so you're really growing. It's giving, in the subconscious, I feel like it's maybe a little bit harder to do reflection, but I feel like this card for some reason is lighter than all the rest of the cards. So I don't know, it's like giving me this weird feeling. It's like sitting in the light differently. So it's giving me like this sense of like reflecting on the journey and the process and just your true desires from the soul, you know, like the whispers of the heart. I feel like they're not quite whispers anymore. They seem to be coming out, if that makes sense. So I hope that little bit of a shadow reading there helped with the subconscious coming out there. I'd like to just get some more cards to carry on with this reading really quickly and see what else comes out for the collective today, please. The Magician. Okay, so this one here always just gives me that vibe of like you're a master manifester, whether you know it or not, and you have the skills, you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have everything right in front of you to manifest everything you've ever felt, or like, like the deepest desires for the highest good of all. Like, you literally have your magic. You have your magic. I'll just say that. It really gives me that sense of like you're a truly magical person. I feel like this is the Fool. Okay. Take a leap of faith. I feel like I'm going to leave this reading there. I think it's so beautiful. I think this is really deep, and I want to leave it on that. Take a leap of faith. Trust in the universe and go for it. Manifest your heart's desires. Make the change. That's what Spirit's getting me to say. It's a mystery. It's going to be a mystery, but it brings joy and abundance. Take care, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed this reading today, and I will see you in another one very, very soon, hopefully. Okay. Bye-bye. Lots of love and some light. Take care. See you in the next one.